my name is Marcello. Welcome to the Source AV Design Group's YouTube channel. Today we will discuss the newly released Dan Clark Audio Noire X closeback headphones. We will compare them to DCA's more expensive E3 headphones and another pair of similarly priced closeback headphones I have in-house. To formulate my impressions, I paired the Noire X headphones with several amplifiers and Dacs, such as the Ferrum Audio WANDLA or an HYPSOS 2-stack, the Ferrum Audio HYPSOS, Chord Hugo 2, Questal M15i, Chord Hugo TT2, and the Wu Audio WA22 and McIntosh MHA200 headphone tube amplifiers. So let's discuss the build quality, design, and comfort of the Noire X headphones. If you are familiar with DCA, you will know that Dan and the team take headphone comfort very seriously, with the expectation that all their headphones should be able to be worn for many hours without hotspots or comfort issues. The Noire X headphones pass my comfort test with flying colors, with a very reasonable weight of only around 385 grams and updated ear pads with Alcantara synthetic suede surfaces where the pads rest on the head for improved comfort and reduced heat. DCA also improved the internal foam movement within the pads. The self-tensioning headband beautifully distributes the weight of the headphones, helping to prevent hot spots and comfort issues. This system was not found in previous versions of the Aeon lineup and is a very welcome addition. According to Dan Clark Audio, the Noire X takes the DCA Aeon 2 Noire to the next level by implementing DCA's acoustic metamaterial tuning system with an improved driver. Previously, to benefit from AMTS technology, you had to purchase the E3, Expanse, Stealth, or Carina headphones. At $999, this is a tremendous value in the mid-tier headphone category. I think it will punch above its price in performance and music enjoyment. The AMTS system helps shape the frequency response while eliminating high-frequency standing waves that can cause unnatural high frequencies in other headphones. The new improved Noire X driver takes and improves on the Aeon driver. According to Dan Clark Audio, the latest driver is much more rigid, with better unit-to-unit consistency, reduced distortion, better reliability, and a smoother frequency response. The Noire X has an efficiency of 94 dB per milliwatt, with a THD less than 0.1% at 85 dB at 1 kHz. Dan Clark Audio recommends a minimum power at 16 ohms of 250 milliwatts. So I still recommend a proper headphone amplifier. However, some smaller portable dongle DAC amp options like the Questal M15i from the Balance Output were more than capable of driving the Noire, and I truly enjoyed that pairing. Like most other DCA headphones, Noire X's titanium headband folds down for easy transportation in the included case. With improved efficiency, it has become a more portable option than many of DCA's other headphones. Let's talk a little bit about the look and feel of the Noire X before getting into my sound impressions. For my preferences, these headphones are spectacular in terms of look and feel. The blacked out design looks exceptional. The Gorilla Glass on the cups reminds me of a prestigious piano black finish that looks both luxurious and subtle at the same time. The Noire X logo exemplifies what quality manufacturing branding looks like. It signifies it's the X version of the headphones without overdoing it. While the Gorilla Glass can pick up dust and fingerprints very quickly, simply holding the headphones on the sides of the headphones where the pads are mounted prevents many of those pesky fingerprints. If you are wondering if the pads are still glued on, they are. While this probably produces the best seal to the driver and sound quality, I prefer pads not to be glued on with adhesive. That will be my only nitpick with these headphones. But at less than $1,000, this is a minor nitpick and should not sway anyone's decision to purchase the headphones if they match their sound preferences. The included cable is great, and I found myself primarily using the Balance 4.4mm cable over the additional provided 1/4-inch cable, as some of the amps I have in-house benefit from more significant current and power from the Balance outputs. However, the single-ended performance sounded magnificent with my Hugo 2 and TT2 from Chord. The weight savings from the E3 headphones make the Noire X an even more comfortable set of headphones, which says a lot as the E3 headphones are supremely comfortable. One thing to note is that if you have rather large ears, the DCA E3 headphones still have larger cup sizes, which will better accommodate larger ears. So based on my personal preferences, DCA has gone above and beyond the $999 price of these headphones in terms of build quality, design, and look and feel. So let's talk about the sound of the Noire X. Spoiler alert, I love these headphones and how they sound. They are the best sounding closed-back headphones under $1,000 I have heard in my home. I don't say this lightly, but after listening for many hours and switching back and forth between the DCA E3 and the new Noire X, I prefer the Noire X's quality of sound for half the price of the DCA E3. I am generally more attracted to headphones with a bit of a bass bump above pure neutral, especially in the 60 to 250 Hz range. This provides a more impactful and dynamic sound with more punch than the more expensive E3. While the sub bass from the 20 to 60 Hz range is slightly more prominent when listening to the E3, which can be heard with some music like hip hop, dubstep, or other electronic music genres, it is the elevation in the bass from the Noire X that for my preferences brings more excitement to their sound. The mid-range of the Noire X sounds fairly neutral in presentation, not sounding overly warm and also not as forward in the upper mid-range in the 2 to 4K regions. This is a welcome change for my preferences from the DCA E3, which sounds more elevated than those upper mid-range regions, which is not the sound profile that I generally prefer. The treble of the Noire X sounds very airy with ample sparkle in its signature. The treble balances very well with the mid-range and bass regions. While the treble may be a touch smoother for some listeners when listening to the E3, the treble sounds a bit more exciting when listening to the Noire X, and the overall balance of the treble with the mid-range and bass will be superior for some listeners when listening to the more affordable Noire X, and others will prefer the E3 sound signature. Listening to many of Kitaro's songs, especially when you're listening for the wind instruments that reach higher into the treble region, confirms that the treble sounds a bit smoother from those wind instruments when listening to the DCA E3 closed-back headphones. However, when listening to music with vocals and more modern instruments, the extra bass from the Noire X and the less elevated upper mid-range are advantageous for my preferences over the E3. To give those of you watching this video some context about my favorite DCA headphones currently in Dan Clark's lineup, I would rank them in order of preference: the Corina, Expanse, Noire X, Stealth, and then the E3. So in some cases, my preferences do not follow the overall price of the headphones, but rather the way they are tuned. This will help you decide if you align more with my overall preferences, or if you love the sound of the E3, then the Noire X will be a departure in some ways from the E3 closed-back headphones. Of course, companion equipment also makes a difference, so I listen to many different amps and Dacs to formulate my overall thoughts. If you are trying to determine which headphones would be the best fit for you, the best thing to do is visit our showroom and listen to the entire DCA lineup, including several different amps and Dacs you can pair with them. Everyone hears a little differently, and this is the only sure way to know which headphones best suit you. The Noire X's detail retrieval is fantastic, especially for under $1,000. There is more than enough detail to please most listeners who prioritize hearing every little subtle detail in a song, from fingers traveling across strings to subtle coughs from the audience during live performances. Again, the soundstage performance from the Noire X is an immense strength with superb separation, imaging, depth, and width. Instrument tonality sounds excellent, and I am struggling to find anything I don't enjoy about the sound of the Noire X at this price. I will reiterate that I believe these are the best closed-back headphones under $1,000 I have heard in-house. While the E3 is the more technical sounding of the two headphones, I keep returning to the more exciting and engaging sound of the Noire X for half the price. If you are interested in buying a pair, we have a few in stock, so visit the links in the video description to grab them for yourself. Briefly comparing the Noire X to the Focal Celeste, another set of closed-back headphones in the under $1,000 category. The Celeste is the warmer sounding set of headphones in the mid-range with a bit more slam and punch than the Noire X. However, the Noire X outclasses the Celeste in many ways, most specifically when it comes to detail retrieval, soundstage presentation, the size and depth of the soundstage, and how well the stage separates. Then there's the overall comfort, portability, treble extension, and dare I say, bass performance and the detail in the bass. It's not a fair comparison as we are comparing two different driver technologies and a headphone from Focal that's on its way out and what looks to be the new incoming champ of closed-back headphones under $1,000, the Noire X. If you're looking for an upgrade from the Focal Celeste and are planar magnetic curious, I highly recommend you dip your toes in the silky water of the Noire X. I think you will be glad that you did. Thanks to Dan Clark Audio and the team for sending us a pair of the Noire X for review. Andy, Sue, and Dan, you guys have a real winner on your hands with these headphones. Thank you for bringing your AMTS technology to a set of headphones at this price, which will ultimately help push the headphone industry forward. If you enjoyed this video and want a comparison video of the Noire X versus the original DCA Noire headphones, drop a comment and a like and we can make that video happen for you. Please visit the links in the video description to learn more about the DCA Noire X headphones or to make a purchase. We have some cool videos coming this year with new product announcements, so please consider subscribing to our channel today. From $150 earphones to multi-million-dollar home audio, cinema, and automation systems, TSAV is a hi-fi paradise for building the system of your dreams. In the comments, please tell us what you think of DCA's new Noire X and which DCA headphones are your personal favorites and why. Until next time, friends, remember, let the music be your guide.